Don't you ever get lonely up here?
Lonely for what? For people? No.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most deceptively disturbing cartoons.
I'm an adorable cat monster!
Beware of minor episode spoilers ahead. Number 10, Powerpuff Girls.
Why won't you leave me alone?
Professor, it's us, the Powerpuff Girls.
Stay back. Leave me alone.
This beloved cartoon might have had a colorful palette and a variety of humorous, eccentric characters, but every now and then, the show delved into some dark territories. The Speed Demon episode showed a bleak future where Townsville descended into apocalyptic anarchy. The citizens are all driven mad and believe that the Powerpuff Girls abandoned them to die.
Powerpuff Girls, you did this.
That's not the only grim episode the show's done. In Twisted Sister, the girls gain a fourth sister named Bunny. You'd expect this new addition to their family to be a tender moment, but instead it's deeply tragic. Because of Bunny's deteriorating health, her body fell apart and she died in an explosion of light. Guess it's not always about sugar, spice, and everything nice here.
I guess she was unstable and the blast broke her down into her original ingredients. She was good after all. We were the ones who were bad.
Number 9, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Other times, fear is a liar, confusing you until you can't believe your own eyes. But the very worst fear? That's the fear that destroys all hope.
The Turtles have been in a fair share of dark stories. In fact, the comics they first debuted in weren't even meant for kids. But still, we didn't expect this show to be as gritty as it turned out. When the Heroes in a Half show returned to TV screens in 2003, viewers saw a more rough around the edges group of turtles than the ones they may have remembered from the 80s. The turtles were designed to look more imposing, and there were more stakes to the storylines.
What happened? The creature got us, but it was merciful. It offered us the chance to join it, to serve it, to become like it. I took its offer.
Characters even died. Storylines like City at War kept the story grounded in gritty plots. Although there's a lot of humor to be found, the show never shied away from more mature elements.
Leonardo, what have you done?
Number 8, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Some deep-voiced, creepy guy said if I didn't quit my job at Destroido, something terrible would happen to me. I never thought it would be disgusting bugs.
Right off the bat, things felt different with the Mystery Incorporated show. For starters, it didn't shy away from subjecting characters to horrifying fates. It might have also had the darkest things we've ever seen the Scooby-Doo gang deal with.
What are you doing at school? Hey! Help! Do not fight.
Most Scooby-Doo shows emphasized hijinks and delivered some entertaining spooks. But Mystery Inc. dived deep into unnerving monsters, chilling violence, and the dark history surrounding Crystal Cove. It also sets up plots that span entire seasons as opposed to simple Freak of the Week stories. And these storylines culminated with the gang fighting a creature capable of destroying the entire universe. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most epically unhinged Scooby-Doo cartoons.
What's that noise?
You will pay the price!
Number 7, Static Shock.
I hate guns. My mom was killed by one. It was an accident, but listen, I gotta go.
If you want a show that features incredible action and cool superheroes, Static Shock has got you covered. At the same time, you'll get an intricate look into complicated societal problems. Static Shock wasn't just about punching bad guys and saving the day. It regularly addressed troubling societal issues like poverty, gun violence, and racism. In Sons of the Fathers, Virgil finds out his best friend Richie's dad is a racist.
What's going on down there?
Well, you got what you wanted, Dad. My best friend's gone because of you and your stupid racism. I hate you!
And in the episode called Jimmy, an angry student threatened to do harm with a sidearm that didn't belong to them. Each and every time the show got up close and personal with dark issues, it offered well thought out solutions to real problems.
Tell an adult or someone you trust. Do your part to increase the peace out there, all right?
Number 6, Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
Let me
take that for you so you don't contaminate those badly drawn fingers.
Can't do that, Eddie! Baby sister of mine has trusted me with her allowance!
Ed, Edd and Eddy may seem like a kid's cartoon about three friends getting into mischief. However, this show is jam-packed with mature humor and themes. The Day That Ed Stood Still is an especially grim episode. When Ed tries masquerading as a monster, things get to his head and he attacks other kids savagely.
He wants the skin off my bones, Double D!
The show also features the antagonistic trio of the Kanker sisters. Despite all having crushes on the Eds, these schoolyard tormentors go through great lengths to harass and even assault them. But the boundary-crossing Kankers are far from the only issues. With Eddie willing to sink to low depths to profit off of other kids, each episode reminds you that the protagonists aren't that heroic.
I just can't believe it. I still got cash money, boy! For once in my stinking life, I'm in the black!
Number 5, Ben 10.
So nice to finally meet you, face to face.
If you really think about it, the concept of Ben 10 is terrifying. Don't get us wrong, it's super cool, but willingly turning yourself into alien creatures who range from mildly harmless to downright horrifying is definitely intense. And with villains that come out of the woodwork every episode, the threats that Ben faces only level up. He's fought everything from mummies to krakens, not to mention a world conqueror named Vilgax.
The puny earth being that is keeping the Omnitrix from me will soon hang on my trophy wall.
Additionally, Zaskare also looks so haunting, he might as well be from the works of H.P. Lovecraft. As the show progressed, Ben even ended up killing several of his villains. We get that there's a lot at stake, but these are definitely situations that no 10-year-old should be going through.
Your cities will be laid to waste, your oceans will dry up, your mountains will crumble.
It will be the end of the world.
Number 4, the Magic School Bus.
We have to evacuate the school this instant.
What's the problem, DA?
An asteroid?
This cartoon didn't just teach us about scientific concepts. We also learned that a quirky educator with access to a magic school bus can be a dangerous combination. Looking back on the show, it's clear that Miss Frizzle wasn't the most responsible teacher. She constantly put her students in jeopardy with her elaborate field trips that put her students in mortal danger.
Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
And we seriously doubt that she got permission slips for all of her reckless outings. While the light tone and constant jokes may make the show seem like a light romp, don't be fooled. There's no chance that you would actually want to risk taking a ride on Miss Frizzle's bus.
Watch out! What was that? What happened? What's going on?
Number 3, Steven Universe.
What are you doing out of bed? Why aren't you with Dr. Stromberg?
That's not a patient.
How can a show with such an upbeat protagonist and bright color palette ever get dark? Ask a Steven Universe fan. Although the series starts out with fun stories about alien gems fighting monsters, the series gets darker as we learn more. It turns out the whole conflict arose from a planet-wide civil war that caused many innocents to lose their autonomy.
We thought we'd won. There was a bright light and everyone was... Why did I do it?
What do you mean? Just tell me.
If the themes weren't heavy enough, the show also features plenty of frightening imagery. The physical and emotional trials wear down on the characters as the series goes on. While Pearl struggles with issues of abandonment, Steven's rough childhood catches up with him. The show's mature underbelly is a great example of why you shouldn't judge a bright book by its cover.
Can't you make them go away?
I tried, but it made it worse. My life is over. I can't go on magic adventures!
Number 2, SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants has delved into a surprising amount of disturbing territory. In Nasty Patty, SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs think they've killed the health inspector with food poisoning.
Get a hold of yourself, boy. We gotta get rid of this body before anyone sees it. We gotta take it out and bury it.
In a panic, they attempt to dispose of the body and cover their tracks. While the health inspector turned out to be okay, their commitment to the plan was disturbing. But that's not as dark as the show gets. Multiple characters struggle with depressing and unnerving realistic ways. In one episode, Plankton tries to harm himself after his personal fears are constantly exploited.
In fact, better yet, just step on me as hard as you can. Would you do that for me?
I'm sorry, Plankton, but that flies in the face of my good nature.
Forget it, kid. I'll just wait for the next bus.
There's also plenty of body horror to go around. You might want to think twice before driving down the pineapple under the sea.
Bow down, SpongeBob!
No thanks. Already ate, see?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Hey Arnold.
The fighting was coming closer and closer. I knew this would not be a good place for my child to grow up. I could not keep her safe.
Hey Arnold regularly tackled serious problems and somber situations. Chocolate Boy's strong attachment to the sweet treat was handled like a substance use disorder. Throughout the show, it was heavily implied that Helga's mom had an alcohol dependency issue. Mr. Wynn even gets separated from his infant daughter during wartime. Stories like Pigeon Man also stuck with fans. Shortly after he appears, vandals trash the man's home.
What? This is awful. Who did this?
People, Arnold.
The incident deeply saddens the Pigeon Man so much that he leaves the city entirely. Thankfully, a rumor that he was flying to his demise was shot down by the show's creator. But the downbeat ending of his story was just another example of how mature Hey Arnold could get.
This would have happened if I hadn't.
Arnold, don't be sad. You've taught me that some people can be trusted. And I'll never forget that.
Is there a surprisingly dark cartoon that we missed? Break the terrifying news to us in the comments down below.
I would give anything to see her again, to know that she is happy.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.